What is up, good people? FH Nimpo back with another video. I know it's been a little while since the last one, not too long, but one of the reasons I'm actually having trouble finding things to do in the game. So I haven't been playing as much, but as you can see, I did get my sensor. Let's go ahead and take a look at that quickly, and then we'll discuss sort of some things that I'm thinking about. So on my sensor, this is essentially what he's looking like. Right, he's at level 9 on his equipment. We're literally looking at breakthrough. I just need, I'm hoping, see, I'm tempted to get one more copy just so I can get the preemptive. But here's the thing, what I actually did on this banner here, it wasn't entirely like pulling, so I didn't pull fully. I just did the first 10 pull for the guaranteed 5-star. I ended up getting Dawn, I ended up getting Cinsa, and I got a Regina copy. And I haven't done a single pull in this banner since, right? I was only going to do a 10 pull, but now, after using Cinsa, he is so good. Cinsa is just so good, and I'd really love that to be a preemptive, but at the same time, I'm not super tempted to go in. If these went up to 10, these special star flares, I might consider doing another 10 pull, just hoping, but that's unlikely, so I'm probably not going to do that. I'll just wait till he gets into the normal rotation, and then hopefully he drops eventually, because as soon as you go in, trust, you're gonna go in deep, and I only have 8,000, which means I only have about 3 pulls or so roughly, and that's really not gonna get me to where I need to be if they all turn out to be duds. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. And then so let me tell you guys, okay, let's just cover the event, and then also that we're talking about. So with this event, I was waiting for this homebound to unlock, right? It did unlock yesterday. So once it unlocked yesterday, I thought there would be more, right? I thought there would be more in here, but it's just more story, which is good, which is always good, but there isn't much more in terms of content here. And the story is amazing. I actually really love the story, by the way. This story here, Eye of the Storm, between Sansa and Eve and Dawn, it's just a beautiful story. There's actually a character as well who I'm just gonna link up here somewhere, who is also pretty cool, and I'd really love to see her being playable. But beyond that, honestly, when it comes to this event, it's essentially, once you've cleared this, it's a grind fest for an 8-day break. That's essentially what it is, because entirely what you're trying to do here is you're trying to redeem everything from this point forward all the way back. Not super necessary for these, because you can get these anyway, but you have 10 days, man. By the time the 10 days ends, you should probably have enough to get these. But what I would suggest is you get these boxes, obviously, right? So order of preference for me was the furnitures, obviously, but then other people, it's gonna be these T3 materials here, and then you also want actually T4 materials, my bad, and then you want these T3 boxes here. All of them, these are actually really good. I'm just finishing up the Thunder ones at the moment. I have everything else, and then once that's done, I want to get the Star Crest, which is for the Silent Hunters, and then once that's done, I hope there'll be enough time. Trust, 10 days is a lot. I'll get the Dawn copy, and I'll also get the Dawn Soul Ambers. I don't know how many Soul Ambers I'll be able to master before the 10 days ends, but I should be able to max out, or if not, a little bit. Here's the thing, I'm not super bummed out if I don't get a full Dawn copy. I'm not, I really am not. She's not exclusive to this event whatsoever. I mean, she might be, she actually might be, who knows, but I'm not bummed out. She's cool and all, she plays nice, but You know, not my cup of tea. You know, the character design and all of that is not really my lane avenue, you know. But she is solid in terms of being a forest, a free forest who's a healer as well, so you get that. So that's pretty good. It's not a big deal though. But that's essentially what we're looking at in terms of the highway store. There's nothing much. It's just a grind fest. They enjoy the story. The only problem I have with this is it doesn't seem as if you can save the story anyway. Right? Let me just check something. Alright. So it doesn't seem I'm gonna come back out. I just wanna see something. It doesn't seem as if the story is saved anyway. I might record it if it does save, if it does still play the story here. So I might go ahead and record it a little bit. I might go ahead and record the story just so I have it. I wish I actually did that on my first playthrough, because it doesn't seem like it's playing out the story all too well. So the only parts of the story that are still left are these storyboards here. So the ST1, ST2s, ST3s. I may just record them for myself just so I can go over them later on if I want to. But unfortunately, the story that comes from the N1, the N2, the N3 seems like it's gone. Because normally what happens if you just skip the story. Now, I didn't skip it, thankfully. I actually read the story, which was actually a good thing. But it's kind of fluff until you kind of get to the Eye of the Storm on the other side. I'll show you guys back there now. But normally, as we know, when we clear stories, they usually end up here, right? So we can get to see them here. And then, wait, what's Embers? What's Embers? Let me just check something. Oh, no. Seen that one. So normally it ends up there. If it doesn't end up there, it ends up in personnel intel. So when we're coming into, let's say, nails, and then you say replay, then their stories are like here, right? These are the ones that you get from your Colossus. But there's no place to actually get the story of Red Diesel Range. But maybe, actually, I haven't tried it. Let's try Red Diesel Range. Let's try Eye of the Storm. Is there a way to click this? There's no way to click that is the problem. There's no way to click that. So yeah, man, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate because there's no way to revisit that story, and it's a good story, man. They really should implement. I hope they do that, because every time there's an event, I hope they do implement something where we can actually see the story that passed before. Because every time they release new events, we're gonna miss track. We're gonna lose track of all the story that happened before, and we won't be able to revisit that unless if you have been skipping, or if you missed the event, you missed that part of the story as well. So that's not a good thing. That's definitely not a good thing. There should be somewhere where we can keep the story. But anyway, however we're looking at that, Sensor Man, pretty cool. But again, I'm having real trouble figuring out what to do. So most of the time you go in, you farm out that N8. So let's come here. So you come in and you farm out this N8, you get the highway store credits, the wrenches. Cool. If you're not doing that, say you have an accumulation of, let me just quickly open that. Is it in color? Jeez, I'm even losing my bearings because I really have been autopiloting this. If you have a combination of these, I usually only do equipment. That's just me. If these stack up to 8, right? You go ahead and cut this on, and then what you do is you do these stages here. I personally only do the equipment stages for now. I haven't touched the Forgotten Snow. I don't feel like that's super worth it. We really need an event that's gonna give us this Jaspers, and a lot of it, not just from the rewards, just like literally the event is geared towards getting a crap ton of Jaspers, not just a little bit that we got in this event. We got a little bit of Jaspers, but that's not enough. We need like enough to literally get a character from maybe level 40, anywhere from level 1 A3 all the way up maybe to like level 40, if not 60. Actually, we need up to 60. We need everywhere from 1 to 60, from A3 1 to 60. That's gonna help out a lot. That's definitely gonna help out a lot. We need that much. So yeah. So the Forgotten Snow, I don't feel like it's super worth it. Nitium is always good. And then the Colossus material, once you've basically maxed out your Colossus, you don't really need to do that. It's good to stack up on Fireflies, but currently there isn't enough work on Fireflies that it makes any sense to try to stack that up. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if you look at this, here we have Firefly generation. Now Fireflies in general, the way Fireflies generally worked was you needed a lot of them to upgrade the Colossus, but surprise surprise, the Colossus is fully upgraded. So what now? Right, because this Colossus is fully upgraded. By the way, where do you guys have your car? I have my car right here, you know, just so the kids, you know, can feel like they're driving when daddy's on the wheel, or actually when mom's on the wheel, because, you know, Vice is the one who actually drives. But you know what, they drive together when mommy and daddy are driving, you know, so the kids can at least have something to play with. I'm still wondering what the interactions are with the car, so I keep coming in here just to check what happens. Like, does somebody jump in and pretend like they're driving, or can they jump in and it actually moves? But it's just a piece of furniture, who knows? But I have it there. I have it there next to the nice little lounge that I've created here, nice little space. Alright, so yeah, with the Fireflies, man, there's a bit of a problem that I'm seeing here. We get a lot of these because of how quick that regens, and then we come into here and we get a lot of these because of how quick this regens. But here lies in the issue. The thing we can't get is these low level materials, which drop a lot on normal grinding. So if you were grinding normally for A3 mats, you would find them. But the problem now is that we're right in the middle of an event. So what you're farming is the Eye of the Storm. And when you farm the Eye of the Storm, there is no low level mats, right? So you'll see here it's just regular jobs, but it's thunder material for Ascension. This doesn't drop as much as you might think. It's just a regular drop versus on the other side where it's very high and it's essentially guaranteed. This is a huge problem. This is a huge problem because what ends up happening is you have too much Fireflies, you have too much atomic regions, right? And you're sitting in a situation where now every time this stacks up and it's almost hitting the limit and this is hitting the limit, the thing is you need to convert the Fireflies into regions, but you're already hitting your regent limit, right? So you need to start crafting things, but then you hit your low level material crafting limit, right? So, and then you can't really go get these properly because you're still farming the event stages, and the event stages don't drop these as much. Now granted, yes, I hear what you guys are saying. One of the issues from my side personally is that I still have these boxes, but let's be real, bringing out 10 of these is not gonna change anything. It won't make a difference. I don't understand why we have an event where we have so much of this high level material, but it doesn't come with a craft. We should actually have 4 times the amount of the level of the low level material as we have the high level material. Always in that ratio. I always feel like low level material should be readily available, like abundantly so. But in this case, low level material seems to be a lot harder to actually get than this high level material, which puts you in a really weird position, because now we're looking at the fact that you actually have to craft things you're not even building yet, right? So you have to come to things like, let's say I'm not building my forest team, so I have to come to my forest and then try to craft here, but you'll see that these are already low as well, right? And if you come to this side as well, this is not that much, right? If you, okay, I don't have enough here to show you, but if you go through, these finish quite quickly. We should actually be able to stack these up a lot faster than we can at the moment. but that is what it is. I'm working on my mood, so trying to get to maybe, I'm almost at 7,000, but my goal is actually to get to about 8,000. The problem is I don't want to just get to 8,000 buying lights, bro. Like, where is that place? I want to show you guys something. I want to show you. I need more chairs, but I need like more sofas type of things, more couches, not sofas. Sofas is probably a South African thing. I need more couches. Where is that room? Where is that room? There's a room somewhere here. Let's go to deco, and I think it's this room. Let's see, bro. Look at this. I got like, I made like those two lights there, and then there's like another 2 lights there. There's like 4 lights in. Bro, how lit does the ballroom need to be? Right? I don't get how. And this is one of the only, it's so hard to put lights anywhere else in the Colossus. I don't know why that's the case, but very few places allow you to put lights on, which means like, unless you just want this entire place full of lights, we need more furniture. I just need some of these sofa stools. I need some of these 4-seat, well, this was a special one, but I need some of them as well. Actually, some closets would be nice. Some, bro, like, I want this. In fact, let's take this chair away, man, because it's just not a good vibe. I know where I want to put that. I want to put that, there's a place right here, man, where this guy's been studying standing up, man. This guy really needs a chair, bro. This section, this section just needs a chair. No, let's cancel that. It's the other side. Yes, continue that saving. Boom, right there. This needs a chair right there. I don't know if, do they have enough legroom there? Let me just check. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, you know, something like that, bro. Definitely. I think that makes more sense, you know. It's all good. At least I have some space to sit and actually work. I know they tend to work in there. Like this other place where I see Sharona work a lot is here. She comes in, she works a little bit, she sits down. But this one has built-in chairs, which is weird because the others don't. It's almost like it's a standing desk. But anyway, the other thing that seems to be available in the game. Oh, wait a minute. Did it not save? What is happening right now? What is happening? What is happening? Let's see. Okay. Let's put that and shift that. Jeez, can't grab it. There we go. Shift that there. Press save. Go ahead and get out. The other thing that we see we need, that needs to happen, is here. This is the other thing that kind of fills the, I need to back up a bit. It fills the collection thing about it, where you're collecting these books. But so you get these from things like dispatch missions and things like that. So they don't pop up too much. These books where they're essentially giving you more story. Right, so I haven't read most of these yet. I'm just waiting to collect more of them to really kind of see what these are about. It's essentially, let's see, it's just a bunch of filler, I'm assuming. It's just more lore things, right? But the problem with this is that there's really no real incentive. There's no boost to any of the Lumopolis characters. There's nothing really, like, for example, for this, you know, no boost anywhere. There's no red diesel buff. There's nothing that really makes you want to collect these, aside from just reading what they have to offer, right? So I really think that's a missed opportunity there, honestly. It's yeah, it definitely needs a little bit of work when it comes to that kind of stuff. And beyond that, the other thing is, a lot of what people don't really get is that they could actually be missing a lot of interactions. But also it's not something that you absolutely need when it comes to the affection. But the interactions would be with the characters themselves. Sometimes they don't actually notify you or text you. You just have to interact with them before they go into their little story mode. So coming in to click the characters every now and again when they're around is definitely going to help you do that. Like if you click her, for example, maybe what about her? So usually every now and again you're going to get their stories to pop up, so that's always good. But you know what, at the end of the day, man, it gets quite tedious if it's not really telling you. But it does reward you coming in here to interact with them. But also at the same time, just tell me if somebody has a story to unlock. Like, just tell me. It's all good though. But yeah, man, so we'll see once we get to 10,000 mood, we'll be looking at that. That's gonna be interesting. Probably, maybe, I don't know, maybe, who knows. But that is interesting. But right now, the other thing is Old Seal. Tomorrow I should have the full 180, and then I'll submit the 500 Nitium and move on to the next quest, which, yeah, this is turning out to be quite the bummer. We're wasting so much prisms. I really wish that we didn't need to complete every quest to move to the next quest. I mean, if we completed the prism quest, we should be on maybe the 4th prism quest and only be lacking on some of them. Be able to do them sort of independently of each other, but it is what it is, because as soon as this is like this is time gating you, and this is a problem. But anyway, it's all good. What are we getting here? What is that? I'll take that. Recharger packs. Let's talk about recharger packs quickly. I found myself not wanting to use these. I know it sounds weird, but we have more than enough time to actually get everything in the Eye of the Storm event, just with the normal grinding, right? And those recharger packs, I've used a few, but I've used them essentially on the explore mode. It was when there was a time I didn't play for a little bit, because I was just busy, and then a lot of this stacked up to 8, right? So I had to just kind of break all of these down back to 0, and to do that, the only way to do that was to use some of those recharger packs, because I needed this to reset and start generating again from 0. So I just used some of the recharger packs. But honestly, if I was playing during that time, it wasn't too long. It was just that I went I think more than almost 24 hours without actually touching it, and in 24 hours this already recharges like all the way to 8 and a little bit more actually. So but then your stamina is also maxed out at that point as well, so that's another issue with that. But yeah, man, so yeah, that's essentially how we're looking on the account. When it comes to the upgrading of units, my 6 stars is still only these 2 really. Sharona is coming along. It's just that I got distracted with Sensa. She would have been done by now, but I got distracted with Sensa a little bit there. I'm gonna be doing Sharona Connolly, but now I don't know what to do, right? I don't know if I should continue doing my water team, right? Keep finishing off my water team. I don't know if I should maybe go into the fire team, but the fire team feels awkward to me, man. It feels like I have options definitely, but it feels like I have too much options. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know yet. It's kind of bumming me out. And you guys tell me in the comments, guys, because if you watched until this point, you definitely can't give a damn about the game. So tell me, guys, in the comments, if you guys are not doing Aspire, what are you doing, right? Because I find myself wondering, like, what do you do? Because here's the thing, I got to 76. I'm not sure if I'm stuck here or not. I don't want to lie to you. As soon as I beat 75, I didn't do 76. I don't know if I'm stuck here or not. The thing is, though, I haven't had the drive to do this yet, right? It's not going anywhere, by the way. and the rewards aren't good enough to be like, oh snap, let me go do it, I really need to finish 80. Like it's not that deep. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if this was 10 of these star flares, bro, you'd see me trying to get to 80 real quickly, ASAP in fact, right? But one really 300 Lumamba, like I'm gonna put myself through all of that just to get to, come on man, come on, right? So these ones as well, right? I haven't built the teams here. Here I just got to 15 because I was playing around with Sensor. You'll see here, I haven't actually tried 15. I was just trying out since he carried this all the way to 15 from 0, by the way. And then here, this is where I'm just playing around with my water team. It's just where I play around. I throw in some Constantine sometimes in here just to play around. I don't take Frost or the Molten Spire seriously, honestly. And then yeah man, that's it. This was a bit of a long video actually, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys are doing. Just remember in the comments, if you guys are not doing Spire, what are you doing besides just farming and grinding that stuff? And who else thought that Eye of the Storm should have been actual content to the game added, in addition, sort of like a permanent addition, something different other than Spire? Because Spire is like a tower mode. It's like a tower. We can't have just the tower mode in a PvE game. It doesn't make sense. We need something else, because not everybody wants to do a tower mode all day. They don't want to be grinding all day. Let me show you guys something real quick, because you got to, the Alchemy Stars video is finished, so just 2 seconds. Let me just show you guys something quickly. Okay, so this is a game called Aotu World, right? So it's not, this is not a video about Aotu World, but anyway, let me just show you something. All right, this game has PvP, right? It has 2 versions of PvP actually, but beyond that, check this out. There's a normal story mode, right? Regular story mode, which has an easy mode, has a hard mode, right? Okay, it has a trial tower, which would be your equivalent to say Spire. We have resource stages, which is again equivalent to all those other stages that we were talking about, like in Alchemy Stars, like your Frosts and all of that kind of stuff. Now, this is Spire, this is resource. This also has PvP. It also has your story in normal and hard mode, and then it also has, look at this, event modes, but permanent event modes. Things like your Eye of the Storm. But the difference though is that this is a permanent event mode that just works. So say for example, you come in here, it's an alternative game mode to Tower, where this is just sort of like, you would think Secret Territory, but here's the thing about Secret Territory. Secret Territory, you kind of just go in and blow through it. This is more of a, you come in, you do what you need to do a little bit. It's just a different game mode that allows you to do something different, right? Not just go in and power farm it. So this is sort of like defeat all enemy units within 3 turns. Then you have these particular bots, and then you have to figure out, okay, how do I do that? Okay, do I maybe move here, and then you'll see what's happening here. Sometimes you don't know what all of them do because you don't have the units. You see, this is clearly a loss. What? Wait, no, I'm not losing it. Okay, and it doesn't seem like if I can win this. Maybe I can. And then let's do that. It's not enough. It's not enough. I don't think I can win. I'm not sure what the trick is here, but you see what I mean? So now you've lost here because you didn't understand maybe what the trick was, right? Because I'm not really thinking about that. It's the first time I actually do that one. Let me do one that I just did, just so I can show you guys sort of what I'm talking about. They're all generally different. So it always changes, and they give you a set amount of units. You can't change them. It's sort of like a puzzle that you have to figure out. So with this one, it's, yeah, so this one is like, you have to click here, you have to defeat all enemies within 3 turns, right? And then you can just using these bombs to sort of kill them. So take this guy, move him here, attacks there, take him. Oh snap, I should have moved him up here. It's all good though. Hopefully that doesn't make me lose the match. So if I do that, I should be able to... Oh, that's bad. That's actually bad, because I should have been able to move again. But anyway, let's do this. Let's use him and do this. And then for this guy, we'll stay here maybe and just attack this far guy. Can we do that? There we go. Just to get them all even HP. And then what we want to do here is, let's say, bring them back one. There we go. Bring him back one as well. This guy's a problem. He might not die because he has the highest HP. But anyway, let's do this and attack. No, wait. Damn it. Okay. There we go. I'll not attack that. There we go. Cleared it. So you can lose that actually when one of them has more HP than the other one. So it is pretty important to kind of be precise in how you do that and how you whittle them down so they actually die from the bomb damage within the time limited. And all of them are different. All of them keep changing, and mind you, I'm still at the early stages. This keeps going on and on and on. Now, this is like a tower mode, but it's like a puzzle mode. But this entire game is sort of built in like puzzles and dungeons, with those puzzles where you kind of jump and find the hidden chests and things like that. It's sort of like a mix between a gacha and your typical dungeon crawler type of MOBA type of game. Not MOBA, but MMO type of thing. It's a weird mix. But anyway, it's not about this. It's about Alchemy Stars. That was it for that video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I know this was a little long. If you guys made it to the end of the video, definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you. And let me know, guys, what are your thoughts? What are you guys thinking? And yeah, man, leave it out in the comments. If you like the video, definitely hit that thumbs up. It's gonna let me know that we're definitely doing the right things here. And I do want to get into the lore elements and into the story parts of Alchemy Stars. The only issue I'm having right now is I keep going in and it becomes a grind fest, and kind of pumping out lore stories doesn't seem like the top thing on my list at the moment, because I'm still trying to figure out, okay, what that's what I'm saying. I'm still trying to figure out what's happening. Alright, I'm still waiting for like a really good event. It's still super early in the patch notes, so that's not super concerning at the moment, but we do definitely need another game mode to play, because Spire for me definitely isn't it. Like, Spire works and it's fine as a tower mode, but we need more. Every other game has a Spire tower mode, a ninja mode. Like Naruto Online had a ninja exam mode and all of that kind of stuff, but we also had other things to do besides that. I need other things to do. We need other things to do. Real talk, that's it. It doesn't have to have PvP, but we need other things to do. Alright guys, that's it from me. Peace out. Have a good one. Have a nice day. Hope you enjoy yourself. Peace.